I could do this too.
Being a woman in the 2K community, how has that been for you, and what impact do you want to have in that community?
For me, I would say I've been seeing a lot more positive.
We're at the Amway Center, where the crowd is on their feet already. The excitement of the NBA is on the way. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge joins us from the sideline. Clint Capella is out with the injury. Tough loss there.
Yeah, and as bad as it turned out to be, it tells you a little bit about his toughness, that when they took him to the locker room after he got hurt, he wanted to come back out and get back on the court.
Yeah, you know, he's a fighter. He's a competitor. He's a grinder. And you know he's going to stay connected and engaged with his teammates, doing what he can to lift them up and help them from his role off the court now.
And a look at the starters for St. Louis. We've got Rollins. And it's Springer in at the two-guard spot. Well, they're still young, but the Magic, Greg, are becoming one of those league pass teams. Like people want to watch them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got some players, leaving aside any rooting interest on my part, they've got some young fellas that are definitely intriguing to watch.
Pass to Black from outside the arc. A rebound by Caldwell. Here's St. Louis now. Here's Popov. It's good.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce.
And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. 4-point game. Now St. Louis, fast break. Here's Caldwell. And it's St. Louis with another.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Suggs passes to Black. Going inside. Yep, that one goes.
Boy, nice pass that time by Suggs. I love his composure and presence.
Here's Rollins. And Carroll grabs the board.
Well, you know what? All good things must come to an end, and they finally miss after making their first 4.
Here's Suggs. And it's blocked. And they're able to recover. Black kicks to Banchero. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer.
Stretching the floor. Carter's skill set is as versatile and polished as any other big in that 2018 draft class.
Greg, here he is, the first overall pick of the 2022 draft. Paolo Banchero.
And the top pick because he's a 6'10 playmaker. Banchero has a tremendous feel for the game, great vision, passionate, and endless potential offensively.
And that's a foul called on Franz Wagner. That is his first foul of the game. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Whitehead's checked in for Carter. Martin comes in for Wagner. Monk's checked in for Jalen Suggs. And Anthony subbed in for Black. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Sound will retain possession. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic.
Jonathan Isaac.
1:22 left to play in the first quarter.
Wow, he got whacked on that. There shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
St. Louis shooting their first free throws of this game. And so he hits both. 1:21 left in the first. In the corner, it's Martin. It's in there. Anthony with the assist.
The ball movement on his run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Rollins. Sweet little floater. Rollins got his third basket of the night right there.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Anthony looking it over. Monk finds Anthony. Back to Monk. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Sharp.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And good that time. Now, here's Monk. 30 seconds left to play here in the first. Launches a three, and again it's Orlando with the three.
Nothing quite as good as seeing Monk shoot that three ball. I mean, fantastic. Measuring those long-range shots up and knocking them down.
Rollins with the bucket.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
In the corner, it's Martin. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
A capable floor general. I love watching Anthony set up his teammates.
And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
Howard.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries again. No good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
On his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far.
16.
Magic out in front. They're up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Orlando.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Banchero and Carter make up the inside pair. Howard is out there with Black, and it's Martin in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of record. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
The Magic making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. Here's Springer. Banchero grabs the board. Orlando leading. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
No stopping Banchero that time. I mean, he just muscles his way through the foul.
The Magic making a switch here. Suggs is checked in. Here's Springer. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. And it's Orlando's ball. Tipped away. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. This young Magic team is building, and they're anchored by the talent in their front court. With Franz Wagner, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter Jr., who said, as a team, our potential is through the roof. I think the biggest thing for us is being injury-free. That will give us the best chance to be very special. Kevin?
Special indeed. All right, David Aldridge, thank you.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
Here's Flowers. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He has 6.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Suggs passes to Wagner. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Buries it from 3-point range.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And there's a minute 45 left in the second quarter. Here's Isaac. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And it's the Sound with the ball. Right wing from beyond the arc. And St. Louis, another 3.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent pass.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Whitehead's checked in for Banchero. Martin comes in for Wagner. Monk's checked in for Howard. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Nailed from three-point land. Monk's got 6.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Here's Sharp. And St. Louis, another 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Anthony. Almost, but it rolls out. St. Louis is leading by 3. Austin the pass to Springer. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Sharp, that's good.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Monk, no one around him. St. Louis with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
To the paint. Misses in close.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. We'll bring out the monitor and see if he got that shot off in time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Sound lead by 4. We've got more in store for you right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. That guy right there is Shaquille O'Neal, and that guy right there is Kenny the Jet Smith. Taking a look at St. Louis. Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action, and so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Magic.
Their defense has been disciplined, allow their opponent to shoot 60. I'm sure they're getting their earful in the locker room. Amazing they've been able to keep it close. Boy.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go over there.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And here is St. Louis now. They lead by 4. So for St. Louis right now, they've got Livingston, and it's Springer in shooting guard. Here's Black driving to the basket. Bucket is good. Black's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Magic. 3 on 3. Here's Suggs. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And St. Louis gets called for the foul. For Orlando, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And I know the free throw shooting is an area they focused on improving coming into this season.
And rebuilding teams, Clark, are going to ride their young prospects. But talk about the importance of having those sage veterans on that roster and their guidance.
Kevin, I don't think you can overstate it. It's critical. It's imperative. I mean, imparting that understanding, of what it takes to be a professional and doing it with words and example is so valuable and so part of what veterans offer to young players and to good teams.
Here's Rollins. He's got 8. Misses from close range.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
And it's Suggs missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
St. Louis shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line of the game. That free throw missing. Howard's checked in for some. And St. Louis also making a change. Christie's checked in. And the second free throw, good. Here's Black. 5 points in the game. And Carter has it in the corner. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Versatility of Carter Jr. I mean, he can shoot off 1 to 2 dribbles as well as off the catch.
And, you know, after a difficult start to his career, Wendell Carter Jr. has come into his own.
You know, some of that, I think, was due to health, Greg, but fit is so important. Fit and alignment. I think he got an increased role after leaving Chicago and proved to be an impactful player on both ends with that additional playing time.
As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion. Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Howard, and he lays it straight in. Howard's got 6.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Christie. It's hauled in by the Magic. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
No question about it. I mean, these teams are really battling hard now.
Magic leading by 3. To the middle. And finished off by Banchero.
There's some heat from Banchero now. He brings that ferocity. We know he's got an inferno raging in him.
Good. Rollins got 6 in the quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Got a hand on it.
That's the reek that makes Banchero such a hard defender to go up against. Hard to get over him.
And then Carter with the dunk.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
The shot by Rollins, no good.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
St. Louis trails by 7. Rollins, the pass to Livingston. Launches it. Drops in the tray. Livingston's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Magic out in front. They lead by 4. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. Cole Anthony is out there with Howard. And it's Whitehead in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Sharp. Here's Orlando now. Anthony, the pass to Banchero. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. They get it again. Here's Whitehead. Can't cash in from close range. They've been hanging in there.
And a chance here to jump on top.
Here's Sharp. And it's all evened up.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Hits it from three-point range.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
St. Louis calls timeout.
And Clark, much like his pops, Cole Anthony has proven to be a skilled ball handler.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Perhaps it runs in the DNA, huh? He definitely has some strong instincts out there, and I know he got a little bit of that from you, Greg. And he does his part to help others find shots when he's not scoring himself.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Isaacs checked in for Whitehead. Caleb Martin comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Monks subbed in for Howell. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. St. Louis's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. Now, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. Needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thanks, David.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
Here's Springer. And St. Louis, another three.
And anytime you're on the road and you can answer with the three right back and take the lead, that is what we call being beyond clutch.
Big-time shot right there, fellas. And a big moment in this game, definitely worth the price of admission.
A shot by Anthony, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Springer. And St. Louis, another three.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 4. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
St. Louis calls timeout. They're ahead by 2. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. 1:30 left to play here in the fourth. That bucket in no time at all. Rollins got 9 points here in the second half. The Magic trail by 5. Poked away. Caldwell passes to Rollins. Takes the three. And St. Louis, another three. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Sound.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
Driving in. And it's good. 2 points. Rollins got the lead up to 8 now for St. Louis.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Now, here's Sharp. He started close down. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it. It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Rollins. And he converts the layup. Rollins got the lead, back up to 10 now for the Sound.
They maintained focus all night and along the way put on quite a show.
And, you know, everybody in the building knows this is a wrap, a done deal. Put this one in the W column.
And that one's good. Wagner.
Really like how Wagner is really going after it on offense. That's part of why he's hot right now.
Black grabs the board. So it's Orlando now. In the corner, it's Monk for the three. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Boy, Malik Monk taking charge right there. He's in full control. Pressure, no problem.
Timeout called here. The Sound will talk it over. They're in front by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
At the line for the away team.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
There's still a sliver of hope.
Yeah, but they've got to score and then foul immediately.
Black, no good. Here's Springer. And so it's St. Louis winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.